Hello my family. So today we are going to work on a request that I was asked if I would do. And today we are going to Poland. I cannot wait to show you what we're going to work with. But this is a dish that's going to take time. You're going to need that. Okay y'all, so we're back. What am I talking about? This is a dish that I grew up with. My mama always made this for our family. It was one that could feed the multitudes, but it was one that mama endlessly, pretty much on a weekend, spent all day making and preparing this for our family. I am actually ahead of the schedule, and what I am talking about is homemade pierogies. These are from Polish. Now I have two centers that fillings I'm going to be working with. One I'm going to moderately use, but it's going to be a potato with a hamburger filling because that's what my husband likes. And the other is going to be a sauerkraut, which is what I like. And I like to fry mine in ghee. I'm going to show y'all how do we do this. Now, I will tell you that I do have homemade pasta. This is what pierogi dough is nothing but a pasta. However, you notice that mine's a darker color because mine is not your typical pasta. It is made from kamut, one that is more digestible for my husband who's a diabetic. Potato is not his friend either. However, I am also, I don't know if this is going to work. This is what I heard. But see, we're not having these tonight. I'm actually having a stuffed acorn squash with a side salad for supper tonight. And I have the video on how to make the squash. What I am going to do though is in this video I'm going to make the pierogies and we're going to freeze the pierogies. So all I have to do is pull them out into portions for us, and that's what we're going to have. So I am going to show you how we're going to do this, and hopefully this will feed many of y'all's family, because in a sense of it, if you can get the ingredients like all-purpose flour, eggs, and water is mainly what the dough is. And I will put a pierogi dough recipe in the description box below for you. Also, you need, maybe if you're wanting it, it's not something you have to have, you could just have potatoes and sauerkraut, or you can have the meat potatoes and then the sauerkraut. So you can choose whatever your fillings are and make this. One thing about this dish, and one reason why mama chose it, it was more of an affordable dish. One, it filled the family. Two, it was more reasonably priced, and you could feed more and you got more for your money. So these worked very well. And in the times that we have now, where we're either preparing our families for winter, whether we're conserving what we're able to do, this will feed a multiple family at ease, make them healthy, make them strong, make them full, and save your pocketbook. So without running over into any more discussion, let's go to the kitchen and let's start working, because this is going to take some time. Alright y'all, so we're going to start with first peeling our potatoes, and then we're going to dice them because we're going to boil these and make mashed potatoes. Now I'm not going to mash them with a fork. I am going to use a ricer for mine because I want a smoother texture. You're welcome to make your mashed potatoes any way you want. Season them any way you want. It's yours. It's your recipe. You're going to make mashed potatoes. And that's all we're going to do with this. Next, we're going to do our sauerkraut. Use any sauerkraut you want to use. I'm using Clausen's. It's just the ones I like. You can use any kind that your preference is. And you want to take and strain them and remove all the liquid. Squeeze it and make sure it's dry, removing all the liquid from your sauerkraut. And rinse them off so it's not so vinegary. For those who ask, can you do this with homemade sauerkraut? The answer is absolutely yes. Same process though. Please make sure that you rinse it really good and squeeze it dry. You don't want to have any wet sauerkraut, because when you put it in your pan to fry, you don't want it splattering on you. So yes, you can use even homemade sauerkraut. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been already seeing cranberries come out on the store at the stores, and I've also seen their prices. So I'm going to watch for those prices and watch for a sale. There's a reason why. When I do, I'm going to stock up. Not just because of Thanksgiving, y'all, but it's this time of year where I'm extremely thankful. I take on my sales, and yes, I will buy at least 10 bags of cranberries. Why on earth would I do something like that for this? Y'all, this is homemade cranberry juice. It is amazing. It's concentrated. All I do is I can it, and I'll make the concentrate. I'll water bath can it. I'll put it on my shelf, and the prices that I'm seeing for cranberry juice is out of this world. And I can be thankful and appreciate what I have right here in this cup. And it's so fresh. It actually tastes just like a regular cranberry. So if you get a chance to get a sale, you see cranberries down 400 and something videos, and I will try to link them. I'm going to try to remember this, y'all. While I'm waiting for everything to prep up, there is a video on how I make cranberry concentrate, and y'all, this is amazing. You got kidney problems too, this will help a lot. And there's no preservatives in it. I mean, there is nothing in it but cranberries and water. That is it. So this is amazing. I also want to say my name is Carrie, and welcome to Parton's Mediterranean Homestead. If you like our content, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button, y'all, because we could really use a generation. Thank you. And so let's get on to our schedule of making pierogies. Also, for those of you who are new, I don't know if you've noticed, but we do not have a studio, y'all. So I work on recipes every day, basically. I also make sure that when I work on them, that I have a place to put them. Like tonight's meal would be put in my freezer for another evening's meal. Otherwise, I'm making what we're having for that day. The reason I do this is because I make up a meal plan, and I make sure that I do my grocery shopping and have what we need. With not having a studio, it's just me and my husband. So there's only us to feed and not a whole flock of people. Believe it or not, my family here does not eat the same way as we do. So this is the reason why the recipes are slow, y'all, including the ones that are for the holidays. But I promise you, I am working on them one day at a time. So please be patient with me. And I'm sorry if it seems like I'm taking forever, or the videos you've been waiting for are not coming in yet. Be patient, y'all, because I'm working on it, I promise you. Okay, so my sauerkraut is wrung out. I am using, you can use any pan you want. I am using ghee. You can use butter, you can use ghee, you can use olive oil, coconut oil, any type that you want to fry up your sauerkraut. This is not a hard process. It just dries it out a little bit, is what we need, because we do not want a soggy pierogi. So I'm just going to melt down my ghee. Once this gets melted down, we're going to add our sauerkraut. Now you can season your sauerkraut any way you like. I like to add a little pepper to mine, and occasionally I will add caraway seeds. However, for me, now not all of my family likes the caraway seeds. I do. That's just Norwegian in me. I actually love that flavor. So, but that is not that's not the original way of pierogies being made. It's just me adding my heritage into a bit of the sauerkraut. So you're welcome to season this any way you want to. I'm going to go ahead and let this melt, get our pan hot, and then I'm going to get our sauerkraut. While our potatoes, they're still cooking here. They're almost done though. Alright y'all, so our ghee is melted, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to have to break up my sauerkraut because as you can see, I took all the liquids out of it. And now we're going to fry this up a little bit. I'm going to turn this heat down, y'all. Sauerkraut likes to jump. So I'm going to go ahead and season this. We're going to fry this up. It's just as simple as this until it's nice and golden. I may add a little bit more ghee in here and we'll be back. We're almost ready to stuff our pierogies. All right, y'all, so we have done all of our filling and we have them set on our pan. These are now ready to be boiled. We're currently boiling our water. As soon as this gets hot enough, I'm going to add some salt to it so that, just like same pasta, add our salt water. We're going to boil these and we'll be back as soon as this is ready to go. Then we got one more process and we have our meal finished. Okay, so at this point we're going to salt. I'm using kosher salt. I'm going to salt my water for my pasta water, and then we're going to make sure that this boils. Once this starts boiling, just like you would regular pasta, we're going to add our pierogies. Okay, y'all, so our water is now boiling. Now what we do is we drop in our pierogies into this boiling water. We don't want to overflow them and they will fall to the bottom. What we're going to look for to find out if they are done is they will start floating to the top once they're finished. So we'll get these in here, get these boiled. We only have a small batch, so it looks like all of them will fit in this pot comfortably. But then again, I may come back and yeah, I don't want to do too many. I've got like half of it still left. So we're going to let these go ahead and cook. And once these cook, they won't last too long because this is fresh milled. And I do not want this sitting here too long. So we'll be back as soon as these pasta are finished. Okay, y'all, so fresh milled, it does do different than anything and regular flours, but these are starting to try to lift up at the bottom here, and I'm testing them. So yes, these are done. Once they come out, we strain them in the strainer over here. Yeah, these are starting to float too. So we just get them up here, bring them on out. Yep. And we strain them. Now we're going to go ahead and finish off the rest of these, and we get back. I'll show you what the last step is before you enjoy your pierogies for the family. Okay, y'all, so now the last step. We're going to take our frying pan, and I'm using a cast iron. And here you can add olive oil, butter, ghee. I'm going to add actually a little bit of both. I'm going to add some olive oil with about a tablespoon or so of butter just to get that extra flavor. You can turn around and make this into brown butter with sage as far as extra flavoring, which is probably what I am going to do, only I don't have fresh sage. So I'm just going to take a pat of butter. We're going to add that in here, allow this to melt and cook, and at that point we're going to add our pierogies because we want to crisp our edges on each side of our pierogi. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some of my, it's dried, but I'm going to add some sage to this to give it some fresh or sage seasoning, basically. Just the flavor of it, just a little bit. And then we're going to add our pierogies. So let me get this done and then we'll line our pierogies in here. Okay, now we're going to add our pierogies inside this pan. In a small batch as this is, it all should fit inside of here. So we're just going to go ahead and line this up. And then again, maybe not. And all we want to do is just get a nice golden color, like pot stickers. You just want to get a nice golden color on both sides. Yeah, they won't fit in here, so, but you get the general idea. So we're just going to go through until we get a nice coating of fried side. Turn them. Now I'll do this back and forth. See, that's becoming nice and golden at this point. And flip that one. Alright, once I get this done, we'll be right back. And that's it, y'all, right there. These are finished. Now, we're going to go ahead and give these a taste test, and we shall be right back. All right, y'all. So typically what would be done, and I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this. It's just me. It's who I am. It's what I like to do. Before I taste this. Now, typically what we would do is add a little dollop of sour cream to go with this, and they're amazing. Some people have been known to use applesauce, but I don't do that. Now, I am going to be doing one other Polish dish, and that's potato latkes. Those, the reason I'm teaching that one is because there's a lot of folks who may be doing Hanukkah instead of anything else. So potato latkes are one of the dishes that are used during this time. And they are an amazing side dish to use with a potato. So this one here is sauerkraut, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and taste this. This was made out of kamut pasta, not your ordinary pasta dough. So I've never tried it with a pierogi. So let's see what this tastes like. First of all, I think I got too much sour cream on here. But we're going to see what it tastes like. Wow, y'all, that was amazing. It's got kind of a nutty flavor to it, unlike regular flour dough. It's light. I didn't expect it to be as light as it is. I thought it would be kind of a dense, but it's not. So for those of you who have mills, I would encourage you to try this with kamut pasta. It turned out absolutely amazing, y'all. Again, though, but if you don't have a mill, I'm going to include in the description box below for you to have the flour dough to make these as well. I hope y'all enjoyed how to make your own homemade pierogies in a way that is sensible, more affordable, and will fill your family. This is one dish that it would be your go-to. To us, when I was raising 7 children, 6 to 7 children, this was our go-to. And y'all, this meal here saved our family in so many ways. So I'm hoping that I helped you. I would ask that you please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button, y'all, because we really could use that help. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this. And we will see you again from Parton's Mediterranean Homestead.